Brace yourselves, because there's leaked footage suggesting Justin Bieber is not okay, and insiders say Hailey Bieber might be at her breaking point. Is this the beginning of the end for one of Hollywood's most talked about marriages? In this video, we're exposing every jaw-dropping detail, from Justin's recent public meltdowns and anxiety battles to the shocking Instagram hack that sparked breakup rumors, and even the notorious Diddy connections that have left Justin spiraling. If you think you've heard it all, trust me, you haven't. Stay tuned, because you won't believe what's really going on behind closed doors. Let's dive in. Let's rewind for a second and remember how Hailey and Justin got here in the first place. The couple initially tied the knot in 2018, shocking fans who had been watching Justin's on-again, off-again saga with Selena Gomez for years. Rumors of cheating, heartbreak, and rapid-fire decision-making swirled around the newlyweds. Still, for a while, it looked like the two were madly in love, sharing sweet social media posts and walking red carpets together. But as any fan knows, their relationship always had critics. Many people pointed to Justin's personal issues, his history of reckless behavior, run-ins with the law, and rumored substance use, and wondered if Hailey was jumping into something more complicated than she realized. Over time, the drama cooled off, and it looked like the two might have found a sense of stability. However, recent reports suggest that stability might have been superficial at best. Fast forward to today, and insiders are buzzing that Justin and Hailey have hit a real rough patch, possibly one of the hardest phases of their marriage. While rumors are swirling all over the internet, the most telling sign is how we're seeing them in public, or in some cases not seeing them together at all. Some outlets have published photos of Justin looking noticeably drained, anxious, even depressed. Meanwhile, Hailey has been spotted solo at events or restaurants, fueling speculation that the couple is spending time apart. The question is, what exactly is going on behind the scenes? One rumor suggests that Justin is borderline reclusive these days, citing fears of large crowds, paparazzi, and the unrelenting spotlight that's accompanied him ever since he shot to fame as a teenager. Another rumor zeroes in on marital strain. Some people close to Hailey claim that Justin's behavior has become unacceptable, and that her friends are advising her to consider leaving him. Could this be the end for one of pop culture's most talked about couples? Perhaps one of the biggest talking points in the tabloids this week is a peculiar incident involving Hailey and Justin at a restaurant. According to eyewitnesses, Hailey arrived at a restaurant around 4:30 p.m. with no sign of Justin in sight. Then, about half an hour later, Justin showed up with a group of friends, seemingly unaccompanied by his wife. After spending some time there, Justin left alone around 6:40 p.m. That means they were in the same location for roughly the same time frame, but never appeared together publicly. Pretty strange, right? This has led to a flurry of speculation that maybe they're purposely avoiding each other, or that they had a fight and ended up arriving and leaving separately to keep the peace. Some suggest that Justin's avoidance is tied to his anxiety. Maybe he's trying to manage how often he's out in public and with whom. But for many, it seems like a clear signal that things are off-kilter in their relationship. We all know Justin Bieber has been transparent, at least to some extent, about his mental health struggles. He's spoken out about depression, anxiety, and the pressures of fame in interviews and on social media. In this new wave of rumors, sources paint a picture of Justin actively shunning major public outings to avoid huge crowds. They say he's dealing with a deep-seated fear of being overwhelmed by big events or unpredictable scenarios. One insider notes that this anxiety is why he hasn't been touring. Sure, he's taken breaks before to focus on mental health or physical health. Recall that he paused his Justice World Tour due to Ramsay Hunt syndrome. But now it seems the emotional aspect is front and center. If you combine that with the typical pressure of living life under a microscope, it's not difficult to see why Justin might be pulling back. The unfortunate result, though, is that this isolation can lead to tension in his marriage. Hailey, a popular model and entrepreneur, often has to attend events, fashion weeks, brand activations, and other public engagements. If Justin is too anxious to accompany her, it could drive a wedge between them, and rumors say that the wedge is growing bigger by the day. Can you imagine being Hailey? She's trying to support her husband, who's grappling with some severe issues, but at the same time, sources say his behavior has become too tough to handle. So tough, apparently, that a few of Hailey's close friends have told her to consider packing up and walking away. According to various reports, these friends believe that Justin is a loose cannon, and that Hailey has been putting up with one challenge after another pretty much since day one of the marriage. They're especially concerned because Justin's issues don't seem to be getting better, and in some cases might be intensifying. These friends also mention how Hailey, who recently became a mother, has been navigating a high-pressure career of her own while dealing with sleepless nights and the normal stress that comes with having a baby. If Justin is retreating into reclusiveness or anxiety, that leaves Hailey carrying the weight of maintaining public appearances and taking care of their new son all by herself. Naturally, her friends worry that she could burn out or sink into her own mental health struggles without a partner who is fully present. Speaking of the baby? If you missed it, Hailey and Justin welcomed their first child, Jack Blues Bieber, in August 2024. At first, there was widespread hope, especially among Hailey's inner circle, that this would be a turning point. After all, many people believe parenthood can inspire personal growth and maturity. Perhaps Justin's paternal instinct would kick in, and he'd find new motivation to be stable and supportive. But it seems that while Justin was initially there for Hailey, that shift didn't have the lasting effect she or her friends had hoped for. According to insiders, once the novelty of a new baby wore off, Justin's old patterns started creeping back. If anything, they say the stress of having a newborn and the weight of fatherhood might have added another layer to his mental health challenges, making him more withdrawn and anxious rather than more engaged. Reports also claim Hailey was devastated that Justin didn't maintain the positive changes she glimpsed right after the baby's birth. It's one thing to see progress in your partner and get hopeful. It's another to watch that progress fade. This dynamic, say the sources, has become a major source of heartbreak for Hailey. Now, you know how the internet loves a good social media meltdown. A few weeks ago, fans were convinced that Justin and Hailey broke up for real when they noticed Justin had unfollowed Hailey on Instagram. In today's world, that's practically a neon sign of trouble, right? But the plot thickened when Justin addressed it. Sort of. He posted a brief story saying that someone had hacked into his account and unfollowed Hailey without his knowledge. He even wrote something along the lines of, "Shh, is getting sus out here," implying that it was not his doing. Then as quickly as it went up, the post was deleted. Talk about suspicious. Fans were left wondering, was this a genuine hack, or did Justin momentarily unfollow Hailey in a moment of anger or confusion, then try to do damage control? Considering the ongoing rumors about the marriage, it's easy to see why people are skeptical. Either way, the incident only fueled speculation that the Biebers might be standing on shaky ground. Believe it or not, there's even more family drama thrown into the mix. Early in 2024, Hailey's dad, Stephen Baldwin, took to social media asking for prayers for Justin and Hailey, mentioning some special challenges they were facing. The post was quickly deleted, but not before fans and tabloids started running with it. If you think about it, this might have been another straw on the camel's back for Hailey. She's trying to maintain a certain level of privacy, but then her dad, intentionally or not, airs their struggles to the public. A source later revealed that Hailey was upset with him for making those comments. Meanwhile, Justin, who has had a bumpy relationship with his own father at times, apparently doesn't even follow Stephen Baldwin on social media anymore. The question remains, is the Baldwin side of the family rallying around Hailey and pressuring Justin, or are they stepping back and letting the couple figure things out for themselves? Either way, it's another complication in what's already an intense situation. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, or maybe the mogul in the room. Sean Diddy Combs. Why does Diddy factor into this? Well, the short version is that Diddy was recently arrested and accused of running a crime ring that exploited and mistreated multiple people. The revelation has caused shockwaves across the entertainment industry. Here's the twist. Diddy was, at one point, a mentor figure to Justin. When Justin was younger, he spent time around Diddy in studio sessions and public events, and rumors suggest that there was some level of control or influence Diddy tried to exert over Justin. According to American singer Jaguar Wright, Usher was involved in Justin's career management, eventually handing him over to Diddy for 48 hours. No one knows precisely what went on during that time, but a resurfaced video of Diddy confronting a younger Justin about not answering calls or texts has people raising eyebrows. In the clip, Justin looks visibly nervous, stammering excuses before finally handing over his personal phone number. Many fans have labeled the footage creepy, noting that Justin appears anxious, like he's trying to avoid conflict. Since the arrest, sources say Justin is disgusted by the allegations against Diddy, and he's been advised to keep his distance. Reports describe him as feeling isolated, torn about his past relationship with Diddy, and worried about what could come to light. This scandal, stacked on top of all his existing stressors, might be contributing to his current mental and emotional decline. If you add that to a marriage that's already under strain, it's a recipe for disaster. As if that wasn't enough, there's another video, this one from 2021, showing a brief encounter between Diddy and Justin. In it, Diddy steps out of a car, goes up to Justin, and gives him a hug. Then he appears to pat Justin's chest and torso, almost like he's checking him for a wire. Fans have been replaying this footage non-stop, reading the body language as tense and suspicious. Some speculate that, given the alleged crimes Diddy was potentially involved in, he might have been paranoid about Justin working with the authorities. People are also pointing to Justin's quick switch from smiling to what looks like confusion or maybe fear, as telling signs that something odd was going on. It's impossible to confirm exactly what was happening in that moment, but this new context has certainly cast a darker shadow on the relationship between the two. And for Justin, who is already in an emotionally fragile state, these reminders of his history with Diddy can't be easy to deal with. So, how does all of this add up? In short, not well. Justin's anxieties about public life, the fresh wave of Diddy-related trauma or confusion, and his everyday responsibilities as a new father and husband seem to be colliding in an overwhelming way. According to insiders, Justin is in a hard place mentally. He's grappling with the possibility that someone he once looked up to could have been deeply involved in criminal or exploitative activities he may have unwittingly witnessed or been close to. Then there's Hailey, who's caught in the crossfire. She wants to help her husband, but if he's emotionally shutting down and not communicating openly with her, how can she fully support him? Friends say that Hailey is heartbroken watching him struggle, and the continued secrecy about his past and inner demons only heightens her concern. It's one thing to be a loving partner ready to help, but if the other person can't or won't open up, the relationship can't flourish. As a result, tension is at an all-time high. Hailey's friends are telling her to think about her own well-being and the well-being of her child above everything else. And all of us are left wondering, are Justin and Hailey heading for an inevitable separation, or can they weather this storm together? Over the years, they've proven that they can come back from setbacks, but with new layers of stress, like becoming parents and dealing with long-standing, unresolved trauma, this might be the biggest test yet of their bond. Some argue that Justin should step away from the limelight for an extended period, focusing on therapy, self-care, and private life with his family. Others believe Hailey might need a temporary break to preserve her own mental health. A happy medium might involve structured counseling for both of them, whether that's couples therapy, individual therapy, or a full retreat from the public eye. At the end of the day, no one but Justin and Hailey truly understands the inner workings of their relationship, and the rumors are just that, rumors. Still, the sources quoted by mainstream outlets are painting a consistent picture of a marriage under significant strain. Fans are divided. Some want them to separate, believing Hailey deserves someone more stable. Others hold on to hope that their love and faith, especially given both of their public affirmations of Christianity, will see them through. We'll continue to keep a close eye on this story as it unfolds. There's a lot at stake here: a high-profile marriage, a new baby, mental health challenges, and swirling scandal from the Diddy case. It's no wonder headlines are everywhere. But let's remember that behind these headlines are real people dealing with real issues. Justin Bieber catapulted into the spotlight when he was just a kid, and the shadows of that early fame are still with him. Hailey Bieber, while also no stranger to fame, may be facing the reality that love alone isn't always enough to fix everything. Whether these two ultimately choose to stay together or part ways, we can only hope they find peace, healing, and happiness, both for themselves and for their new family. It's easy to get caught up in the drama, but at the heart of it, mental health is a serious matter. If you or anyone you know is struggling, please reach out to a trusted individual or a professional. I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think Justin and Hailey's marriage is doomed, or can they overcome these obstacles? How much of this do you believe is real, and how much do you think is tabloid exaggeration? Let us know in the comments below. While you're at it, give this video a like if you found it insightful, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss the latest buzz from Hollywood and beyond. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and take care of yourselves.